this video we are going to talk about Saturn's aspect on your any of the planet. Okay, so we are going to discuss it in detail. So if you want to take personal consultation, please check the website, or you can message me on WhatsApp, or you can email me. Okay, so all the links I have provided in the description, in the comment section. So we start. Okay, so now see, Saturn is the obstacle creator. Saturn is the delay giver, right? Saturn can give you the things, Saturn can delay the things depending upon its position. Okay, many people say Saturn delays but not denies, so there is no rule of it. Okay, it totally depends upon your chart. It will delay or it will deny, right? So that is important. And Saturn in Capricorn is also not a very good placement, okay, because Capricorn is a sign of hard work, and now you're putting Saturn there, right? Although it's not that bad placement, but Capricorn is too much practical, and when you're putting Saturn there, it is doubling the effect of Capricorn, right? So basically, when it is connected to your career house or your marriage, it really creates lots of delays. Okay, so generally, wherever Saturn aspects, whichever planet it is conjunct with, it creates obstacles, delays, hurdles. Okay, but if you work hard, if you don't give up, you will get the results, right? So Saturn will always create the situations where it will want you to give up, that now give up, you will not get the result. But now here you have to make the decision. Will you give up, or will you still fight for your goals? Will you still sustain, right? So that is the thing that Saturn basically does, right? So if you give up, you will not get the result. If you don't give up, slowly definitely will get the result. Now, what is the impact of retrograde Saturn aspect? Okay, so here one thing you need to understand is, many people they say that when Saturn is transiting, when Saturn is retrograde, we need to consider previous house as well. So you don't have to do it. You only have to do it when Saturn is at 0 degree or 1 degree, right? Other than that, you don't have to do. Okay, otherwise, why don't you do that for direct planet? Direct planets are also going to the next house. Okay, every planet is moving, every planet is going to the next house, then next house, then next house. Then why is it applicable only for the retrograde planet, that they are going in the previous house? Then you should consider the previous house as well, right? So it doesn't work like that. Only in certain cases, when the planet is at 0 degrees, you can consider to some extent the previous house. Otherwise, no. And only in aspect, right? For example, if your Saturn is at 0 degrees in the 10th house, okay, then you can consider it in the 9th house. And how will it aspect from the 9th house? Okay, it will look at the 11th house, right? It will look 3rd house, 6th house. So aspect you can consider from the previous house. If Saturn is at 0 degrees, 1 degrees, maximum 2 degrees. Okay, but after that you don't have to think about previous house, no matter it's retrograde or whatever, right? So you little bit have to use logic, right? Now, retrograde Saturn impact. See what a retrograde Saturn does. Retrograde Saturn is it is very unexpected, first of all, right? It creates lots of impatience. But one thing retrograde Saturn does is, it gives you immense power not to give up. These people will not give up. These people will find lots of strategy to make their work done. So this is a good thing of Saturn. Saturn retrograde will speed up the process for you. For some people it can delay, for some people it can give you results very fast, right? So Saturn retrograde, we can say, is a good thing, because Saturn, when it is retrograde, it can speed up the results for you. Okay, so that's why personally I feel that Saturn retrograde is better. But Saturn retrograde, one more thing I want to explain, that whenever Saturn is retrograde in your chart, it shows your like intense desire to get the things instantly. Okay, means in your past life you wanted to learn your lessons, you were very impatient about the things you wanted to achieve or to learn your lessons. Okay, so that is why you have got Saturn retrograde, and this Saturn retrograde will make you learn many of your pending karmic lessons in your first half of your life only. Okay, so it speeds up the process of learning the lessons. Okay, so how you will consider retrograde Saturn's aspect? So for that you just have to consider it in a normal way, but just like I told you, it speeds up the process, it creates lots of and hurdle of retrograde Saturn also we can say doubles, but still retrograde Saturn gives the results. Okay, so generally you can consider retrograde Saturn's aspect to be similar to the direct Saturn's aspect. Okay, but what you can do is you can consider it that you can get the results faster if you don't give up, right? So we will understand it in a deeper manner when we discuss about the planets. So let's start about the planets. Okay, I will make other video in which I will explain this in a deeper manner about Saturn retrograde aspect. Okay, let's start now. So when Saturn is aspecting the sun or conjunct with the sun, okay, in that case, first of all, it decreases your confidence. See, sun is a planet which gives you self-respect, confidence, leadership qualities, and you are always different from the crowd. You are able to lead people, you become very dharmic, and you people respect you, or you get honor, name, fame, recognition. Okay, you are a positive soul, you think positive. But when Saturn is conjunct with sun or aspecting sun, what it does is it reduces your confidence, your leadership skills, or even if you have it, you don't get that recognition, you don't get that fame, respect from the society for your work, and it also decreases your confidence. But yes, one thing is that it makes you very humble and down to earth person if this conjunction is if basically Saturn is not combust with the sun, or aspect is in aspect it's all right, but in conjunction it's not basically combust with the sun, then it's not going to give that bad result. But still it makes you a very humble down to earth person where you understand the pain of others. Here, no matter how much you get, you will never consider yourself to be very much great, or you will not consider yourself to be a very honorable person or someone who is really great. So this you are never going to do. Okay, you will always be down to earth, right? So this is a good thing about Saturn here with sun. Okay, so this is what the conjunction of Saturn sun shows, or Saturn's aspect on sun. Okay, when Saturn is conjunct with moon, so with moon what it does is, see, moon is a very small planet in front of Saturn, right? Saturn with moon will always give you lots of emotional disturbances, but it will also give you the power to live in the practical world. Saturn aspecting moon or conjunct with moon makes you a very practical person, but yes, you will always feel heavy, and you will always feel a burden upon your emotional self, where you are not able to properly embrace your emotions, or you have more negative thoughts. Okay, Saturn moon together also creates wish yoga, which shows that negative thoughts will always prevail in your mind. Okay, not everyone, the extent of negative thought will be different, but somewhere it will be there. You feel better more thinking negative than thinking positive, right? This situation can be there. Then it also shows that Saturn moon, that somewhere in the past life you were into spirituality, and also you will always live in the practicality. Okay, one thing is great, that this Saturn will never let you live in illusionary world, okay, which has no common sense. Because many people nowadays, they believe something that is unrealistic, that doesn't have any proof, any existence, just made up stories in their mind. So Saturn will not let you do it. Whatever is reality, practicality, and that you have experienced, you will believe it. So this is a good thing about Saturn and Moon. But yes, it creates lots of emotional burden upon you, because in the past, somewhere you may have hurt someone emotionally, right? So with this Saturn Moon, if you be realistic and practical, at the same time be humble, don't hurt anyone emotionally, especially your mother, this Saturn Moon association will give best results to you. Whenever Saturn is connected with Mars, either by conjunction or aspect, but one thing you have to remember, Saturn and Mars mutual aspect is not covered, because Saturn's and Mars mutual aspect will give different result. Okay, so if Saturn is giving 10th or 3rd aspect to Mars, then what will be the result? We will discuss it. Or when Saturn and Mars are conjunct. So when it happens, basically, Mars is what? Ambition. So you may lack ambition, you may lack that vitality, you may lack strength or desire to do something. Probably you may think a lot before taking any action. Okay, you may analyze a lot, and you may be confused, I should do it or not, or maybe I should think about it later. Okay, because Mars is action, so it delays action from your side. It can also make you lazy, or you can put less efforts for whatever you want to have in your life. Okay, and when Saturn is giving its 3rd aspect on Mars, then this thing can be very much prominent, because you will have to put lots of efforts to achieve anything, because Saturn's 3rd aspect means that the struggle will increase. Okay, so you will have to be patient to deal with it. Okay, and you need to increase your confidence, and also you need to fight for your goals, because time doesn't wait for anyone. So doing Mars remedy can be very helpful. Also you need to be very careful with your diet, especially you can have a pitta problem. Okay, so you need to deal with it. You need to eat less spicy food and try to eat more raw food. Okay, or foods with high fiber. Okay, that will help you, right? Now, whenever Saturn is connected to Venus, okay, so when it is connected with Venus, it makes your relationship very slow, or your relationships are based upon practicality, or you think very much practical about relationships, or for you in relationship, more than romance, fairy tale love, commitment is important. Okay, you want a partner who is loyal to you, dutiful towards you. You don't care how they look, you don't care what they have, they should be loyal to you. Okay, they should love you truly. That is what you want. So you want a relationship that can satisfy your soul, not your body. Okay, yes, you have all materialistic requirements, but your soul requirement is higher than all of that. So that is what you want. But Saturn here, yes, it delays the relationship, but when it gives you the relationship, it gives you the best one. Okay, because Saturn and Venus are friends. So Saturn and Venus, I have not seen they are creating much problem. I know they create lots of delay. Depending upon your chart, I have seen delay is there, but it never denies a relationship or breaks a relationship or is bad for relationship. Okay, so Saturn and Venus basically do not do that. Okay, but yeah, commitment and loyalty is more important to you. Your partner will be dedicated and devoted towards you. Okay, Saturn and Mercury, when they are together, see, Mercury is a child. Okay, so Saturn aspecting Mercury or they together, you may have to take your responsibility from a very young age. You may have to work, or family responsibility may come upon you, or you will lose your innocence at a very early age. Probably you can go through a lot of ups and downs and transformative tragic events in your life, which may transform you a lot. Okay, your childhood, in your childhood you may have suffered a lot. Okay, so your old age or the second half of life will be better with this placement. It can also make you shy or less communicative, where you are not able to express yourself properly, or you are not able to communicate properly what you want. Okay, it can also make you a very serious person, where you more focus on seriousness rather than always behaving immature and childish. Okay, so Mercury is immature, so its immaturity is taken away by Saturn, right? It can also make you speak less or speak very slowly. Okay, slowly in the sense, you may speak only when necessary, right? So these are the things. It can also create lots of problems in your education. Okay, however, you need to check the degree and all that, right? If Mercury is in a good sign, then definitely these things will not be so intense. Okay, but yeah, this is a good placement in your chart, because it gives you stability and you don't make any um, impulsive decisions. Okay, so yeah, this is somewhat a good placement. So when Saturn is conjunct with Jupiter or aspecting Jupiter, okay, then in that case, it shows that you will be a very humble and down to earth soul, and you will always get positivity and hope in your career, no matter how much problems come in your career, but you will always come out of it. Okay, because Jupiter is now corrected with Saturn, right? But yes, it also shows that sometimes you may feel hopeless in life, completely hopeless in life. Okay, you can have problem with gurus as well. And to be optimistic in life, you may have to put lots of efforts. Okay, like how to be optimistic when the situations in my life are not good. So this Saturn and Jupiter association in your chart in day 1 or day D9 wants to teach you in this life how to be uh, positive even in worst situations. Okay, so this is the lesson of Saturn and Jupiter association in your chart, right? So Saturn and Jupiter both are gurus, and their association is not bad. Yes, it creates some issues, but if you try to stay positive even in worst situations in your life, then this Saturn and Jupiter conjunction or aspect of Saturn on Jupiter will bring positivity and hope in your life. Okay, slowly, right? These people also are very much focused about their karmas, like before doing anything, they anything wrong, okay, they think about it. Okay, they don't want to cheat, they don't want to lie, they always want to walk on the right path. Okay, so these type of people they are. However, uh, whichever house Jupiter is ruling, you will have to put lots of efforts into that. For example, Jupiter is the lord of the 7th house, then you will have to put lots of efforts to get married. Okay, or you can face lots of setbacks, delays in your marriage. If Jupiter is the lord of the 3rd house, it can create issues with your siblings. If Jupiter is the lord of the 1st house, then health issues can be there. In everything of your life, you may have to put lots of efforts. So by this way, you can see. Okay, now if Saturn aspects are Rahu. Okay, so when Saturn aspects Rahu, it is actually a good aspect, because uh, it is conjunct with Rahu or aspects Rahu. Okay, so it's actually a good aspect, because Rahu needs to be controlled. Okay, Rahu can do anything to achieve what it wants. Okay, Rahu can go to any length. It is highly obsessive. Okay, it's not able to leave, right? It always wants to win at any cost. So when Saturn is connected with Rahu, it is actually a good placement, because now Saturn will control Rahu, right? So what it will do, you will be able to control your desires. Okay, you will be obsessed about something, but you will be able to control it, your obsession. Okay. And but one thing is there, Rahu gives massive things, unexpected things. So uh, unexpected things may not come in your life, right? uh, Things will be very simple in your life. Okay. Like whenever it has to happen, it will happen. You will not much notice unexpected things in your life, and you will always walk on the right path. You will never want to choose any wrong path for success in your life. Okay, because Rahu can do anything, but now you will have fear of karma, right? So you will not do anything wrong. Okay, so you will not cheat, or you will not want to lie, or you will not want to do anything wrong. Okay. Saturn's aspect on Rahu also shows that, it also shows you will get the results of your efforts slowly in life. So Saturn here will also teach you patience. It will make you patient a lot. You will need to be patient in your life. Okay. Because you will put lots of efforts to achieve many things in your life, to fulfill your goals, but you will not get the results that easily, right? So you will have to be patient with this placement. Saturn aspecting Ketu. So when Saturn aspects Ketu, you can have lots of negative thinking in your life. Okay, you will always search for the purpose of your life. Like, what is the my purpose in life? For what I am here? Okay, and you will not be able to be lonely. Like whenever you will be lonely, you will have lots of questions. Or even if you want to be lonely, if you even if you want to like let go everything of your life, you will not be able to. Okay. And to fulfill your spiritual sadhana, or to get the spirituality, or to live a peaceful life, you will have to put lots of efforts, right? Because Ketu is what? It is spirituality, it is letting go, right? But now Saturn is aspecting it, so delay, setbacks you can face in all of that. Okay. But yes, it shows you will be a very humble and kind hearted soul, and you will selflessly help anyone who will be in need. Okay. Saturn aspect on Ketu also shows that you will be a very much deep thinker in your life. Okay. You will think everything very deeply, and it will be very much hard for you to let go anything. Okay. You will not be able to let go, or karmic situations will be for a long time in your life. Okay. So letting go can become a problem for you, and you will always be stuck in the problematic situations of your life. Means you will not be able to let go the things that you should let go in your life. You will not be able to let go it. Okay. So this is our lesson that you need to learn in this life, to let go the things which do not serve you in the long run. Okay. So this is our lesson that you should learn in this life, right? So this is what Saturn aspect on Ketu is to teach you. But yes, later in your life you can have lots of spiritual success. Okay. And your all karma will be cleared. Okay. So this is what Saturn aspect on Ketu shows. Thank you and bye.